If you are thinking of starting a family tree, but don't know where to start, you're in the right place to learn the basics. My name is Mary. I'm an amateur genealogist. I've been researching my family for about 20 years. This video is the first of a series that will give you the basic elements to begin and build your family tree. There will be referrals to books and websites to fill in the details. The goal is to give you the tools to learn about your ancestry and your family heritage. Be prepared for surprises. Before you begin, ask yourself how you will react to finding family secrets and scandals that have been buried for years. Family lore evolves over time. Not everything you have heard is true. It's possible that your great-grandfather's hitting the mother lode in the gold rush was really just a small claim. We have mentioned the three basic parts of family research. Search for family members and for information about them. Talk to relatives. It's great if you could talk to your oldest relatives. They must have a lot of information. Don't ignore the younger generations. They've learned from their parents and their grandparents. It may be true, it may be hearsay, but don't ignore it. There are books and archives to be searched. If your family has been especially in New England, in the 17th and 18th centuries, you may find that there are books of town records been written. You may find information in there. And lastly, search online. We'll talk about that in the next video. Then record what you find. Add data to pedigree charts and family group sheets. We'll talk about those in a few minutes. Copy documents. If you have an original of any document, store it safely. Use the copy for your records. Record where you found the information. Doesn't matter if this is hearsay or family lore. Whatever it is, you want to go back and verify, prove or disprove what you've learned. The place to begin is with yourself and your own vital statistics. Then talk to as many family members as you can. Ask them if they have documents or photographs that you may copy. Ask them about their memories. Ask them to tell you the stories of the family. If you can, make an audio recording. Be sure to make note of the source of any information you may receive. It may be memories from Uncle George or a birth certificate from Grandma Betty. Also make note of those items that come from your own knowledge. Even if they're guesses, mark them as guesses so that you can follow up later. A pedigree chart is the place to record the information that you've accumulated. That's a pretty old-fashioned term, so now they're called ancestry charts. You can find blanks online at Ancestry.com, at the National Archives site, and at FamilySearch.com. In the description below, you will find links to those sites. As you see, one chart covers 3 generations. Ancestors beyond that are on additional charts. Begin the first chart with yourself. You are the first person on the first chart with your vital statistics. Note that your spouse is named, but no data is shown. This is your ancestry. Your spouse would be the first person on the first chart for his or her family. Next are your parents, your father on the top line, your mother on the line below, and then your grandparents. Number each chart as you go along. In this example, I've created a fictional family for the famous John Doe. Note that we have little information on some of the people, so it's clear that there are gaps that we need to fill in. When your information goes beyond grandparents, you begin another chart for those you know of. Here we know a little about John's great-grandfather, Martin. So we start chart number 2, beginning with Martin Doe. Number the chart and note the number of the previous chart. Martin's wife, Catherine, would be the first person on another chart for the Grant family. The next important chart is called a family group sheet. For our purposes here, a family is defined as a husband, wife, and children. This blank form is found online at the National Archives site. It consists of 2 pages in order to have room for all of the information. Single-page forms are also available, but they're cramped for space. This form is more than just vital statistics. The first sheet shows just the husband and wife. It has spaces for such things as immigration, military service, and multiple marriages. At the bottom, you see space for additional information. The second sheet lists children. Here's the form containing the information I made up for John Doe's father, Richard Doe. For each child, there's a place to record birth, marriage, and death information. These are the documents that you will create as your research continues. The next video will discuss what to do now that you have recorded all this information. We'll be getting organized. See the description below for links and other references. Please leave a comment or a question. See you next time.